Welcome to Maximizer CRM video tutorials. This video will show you how to administer other Maximizer users. Maximizer administrators can use the Administrator module to manage other Maximizer users. We'll look at how to add new users, how to reset user passwords, how to use access rights to restrict access to Maximizer modules, and how to use security groups to manage access rights. Adding new users to Maximizer CRM. Before other users can work in Maximizer, you must add the users to the Maximizer database. First, open the Administrator module. In the left navigation pane, select Administration. Then select Administrator. You must have the Administrator role to view this option. The Administrator module opens. Select Users. The Users page displays all existing Maximizer users. To add a new user, click Add. You can choose to copy the properties of an existing user to make it easier to enter the details. Now enter the user properties. The user ID is used to log into Maximizer. In Maximizer CRM Live, email is a mandatory field. Users cannot log in without a valid email address. Set security to public to let other users access the information on this page, including the department and division and phone number. You must enable the user to log into Maximizer using the correct platform. You must have an available user license to enable a new user. Click Save to finish adding the user. If you're using Maximizer CRM Live, an email is sent to the address specified for the user. She must validate the email address before logging into Maximizer. Setting user passwords. Maximizer users can set passwords at any time in Maximizer. System administrators can also set passwords for other users using Administrator. When you create a new user, a password is automatically set for the user. If you use Maximizer CRM Live, new users are prompted to set new passwords when they first log in. If you use Maximizer CRM on-premise, new users are given the same default password. They should set new passwords after they first log in to Maximizer. To set your user password in Maximizer, click Preferences. Then click Password and enter the old and new passwords. In the event that users forget their passwords, the system administrator will need to reset user passwords. In the Users page, select the user and click Password. If you use Maximizer CRM Live, you can reset the passwords of multiple users at the same time. Select the checkbox before the usernames and click Reset Password. The users will be sent an email with instructions on how to complete the reset. User access rights. User access rights determine what users are allowed to do in Maximizer. To view a user's access rights, click on the username, then select the Access Rights tab. This page displays the access settings for the user. If a setting is checked, the access right is granted to the user. Otherwise, the user does not have the access right. Click Modify User Access Settings to change the access rights. The Permissions section determines what information the user can access. You can specify that users can view, add, modify, and delete entries. Some permissions, for example permissions for opportunities, determine the access to entire modules in Maximizer. Click in the Read column to remove read access from the module. Click Save Settings to view the changes. Now all permissions for opportunities are removed. When the user next logs in to Maximizer, the Opportunities icon is no longer available in the icon bar. The other permissions determine access to other types of entries, including notes and documents attached to entries. The Privileges section determines access to specific properties and commands in Maximizer. For example, the Modify Key Fields privilege lets users add and modify key fields lists. The Users Roles section grants specific roles to users. For example, the Sales Manager role means the user can be assigned as an opportunity leader. Click Save to save all changes to user properties. Security groups. A security group is a group of users usually belonging to a functional group such as a finance department. You can assign access to specific entries to a security group so only members of the group can view or modify the entry. You can also use security groups to specify the access settings for the group members, including permissions, privileges, and user roles. We'll create a security group for account managers. In Administrator, from the navigation pane, select Security Groups. To create a new security group, click Add. Enter the name of the security group and specify an identification value for the group. All members of this group should have the Sales Representative role. Select the Members tab. You can add any existing Maximizer users to the group. Select the users and click Add. Click Save to finish creating the group. You can also add a user to security groups while editing the user properties. Select the Groups and Teams tab. Select the name of the security group on the left and click Add. Let's view the access rights. Now the Sales Representative role is set for this user. Thank you for using Maximizer CRM video tutorials. For further information, visit www.maximizer.com.